Liverpool to Portsmouth, yeah, that chorus got the crowd screaming.
What is up, everybody? It's Kevin965. Today, I'm just going to be giving you guys a few tips and tricks for Black Ops 3 with the Pharo. So, recently, I've been getting really into trying to up my game a little bit. I came to this game a month and a half late almost. You know, I got it the day of Christmas. And I didn't even get to play it until like 3 o'clock in the morning because between downloading that and Grand Theft Auto and Warframe, it was just, I was, not only was I maxing out my bandwidth, which already is super fast for my area. I get 60 megs down. And, so, you know, I was maxing that out, trying to do all that. So, my first tip for you guys is to try, as you guys just saw just a second ago, I ran right through the middle of the map. Mistake one, unless you know that your whole team is there, or that you can at least, you know, kill the people that are there, never go towards the middle of the map. Try to stay on the outside. The next tip I have for you guys, this is actually one of the weirdest tips you are ever going to hear from anybody. Before you try to get a decent, especially if you're a YouTuber, I found this works for me. Before you try to get a decent gameplay on any map, for that matter, spend a couple of games just quickscoping. It is going to help your accuracy so much because, and I recommend you watch, I forget which phase, which phase person it is, but I was watching a video on like how to up your quickscoping game in Black Ops 3, and I listened to some of the tips in there, and doing that and quickscoping, like listening to the tips on that and not only integrating it into my quickscoping but integrating it into my regular games made it definitely a lot different. Like it made me play, like I went from going really bad to doing really good this game, and it just because of those tips. So I will find that video again and leave it in a link below. So not only quickscope, but you know, everyone bags on, what's it called, custom games, like the bots. If you put those bots on regular and throw 18 of them in there and try to go for a streak, it is just as hard as a pub match with, you know, the normal amount of people. Because you have so many people coming at you. If you don't have good aim, you're gonna fucking die. And of course, that leads me to my next tip. If you're having a bad night, don't try to keep playing and assume you're going to do better, because 90% of the time you're not going to do better. If you're having that bad of a night that you're starting to rage a lot, raging is just going to make you worse. So, if you're having a bad night, I'm going to do a little tutorial on this later on this week sometime, just in addition to my videos, whatever videos I'm doing this week, or whatever day it happens to be. Go into custom games, put it on free-for-all with 18 players, and put your score streak multiplier on 5. And you can get almost any score streak in the game in 4 kills, and it just makes the games. It's actually really interesting. Me and Task played a little bit of that last night, and it was just super fun. It's just like, it's one of those things that you just like, you can't not be happy with it. Like it just like the whole entire like idea of it. It just makes you want to laugh and like just chill out. It's so funny. And that was actually a nice Pharo kill. I thought I was gonna die there, to be honest. So yeah, I just thought that it was so funny. We sat there, it was like 5 a.m. this morning, and we're just killing bots like crazy, enjoying ourselves, and yeah, it was interesting. So let me get into my final tip for you guys. Okay, so this is a fairly common, like, if you don't like know this already, you need to start watching more tips and tricks videos. So especially like I learned this years ago. So when you're rounding corners, always be ready with your sights. Like, you know, most corners I run, and like that right there, I got a double kill because I was ready. Like I was about to walk out that door, but I saw the guy, so I started shooting. And that was actually thank God for my teammate being there, otherwise I would have died. But you always watch where you're going and what's going on. Like you gotta keep your perspective up. You gotta be ready for anything. Like when you're around a corner, try to look and like plan ahead. Like just assume if you can't see somebody, just assume they're gonna be there anyway. So that's the end of this gameplay, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment, rate, and subscribe. Make sure to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all Caleb965, but I'll also leave it in a link below. Peace out.